Okay. Hello, it's me like 10 minutes to go live. Sorry about that. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start reading poetry that I've written. Yes, I was having a hard time. Thank you, KP. I was having a hard time figuring it out. And I'm just going on. I'm on right now. Okay. So I'm going to start with some new poetry I wrote. But first, I'm going to make sure KP knows I'm on. Sorry for the delay. Further delay. This is becoming. This is just been a pain. I'm on streaming now. There we go. Okay. So this poem is called Crown Shape. It is of a small matter, but we should understand chronon does not refer to the stuff of beer batter. It refers to a shape. It doesn't even describe a particular strand or series of behavior. On the contrary, it refers to a shape, the shape of the infinitesimal small bug or fucking virus incapable of protein or DNA replication without destroying something alive, causing an apocalyptic contraction in society, forcing our distance from each other. There's a light importance to note. Only the shape of the lifeless creature is at question here. There are other similar viral creatures shaped just like it, that give people common colds and SARS, but it is only a shape and not a description. Rhino horn-shaped rhinoviruses also cause common colds, but that's besides the point. The word corona is Latin for crown. Corona is a word unchanged from Latin and Spanish, meaning crown. Hence, un cerveza corona is equal to a crowned beer in English. The corona is only the shape of this new novel virus from 2019. Don't get it twisted. It's the first one I got, so let's see how more I screw up today. Okay, never mind me putting myself down. This is called On Necessary Severe Isolation. Sometimes a turn in the joints ain't a turn in the joint. Sometimes you get sick, obtain an illness for an exceptional period of time. Sadly, then you must sequester yourself. Keep from exiting your domicile. Keep the doors locking you in. Keep the friends, family, and love interests out and away. Sometimes you get a bad cold. You don't take care of it properly, even with some moderate isolation. Still going to work at all appointed times, still up late for no good reason. Waking up at a time you're never used to. And eventually that cold turns into a cough, keeps going. Suddenly, without a warning, your symptoms are back 100-fold. Coughing out a lung at work, awake in bed with a stuffed, shit-filled nostril. You realize it's the 5th time you got bronchitis in the city, and more pulmonary harm is coming. So you sequester yourself if you can. Your boss even asks you to stay home a day. The pandemic promising a pulmonary hell or death knocking outside the window of every compartment. The Askins cough in your vicinity causing fear like you have never known, or you have known, in a more real way than ever before. The regular, normative social behavior and sloppy, uncorrected hygiene of others are like a walking Chernobyl. Seeing a person touch their face is like seeing them in an ICU. Now you know you have been isolated for over a month at some level from the society you knew, the concerts, the lives, the peoples, the eccentricities, loves, and hates of others, the myopia of the other and yourself. The comfort and safety no longer exist. Now's the time for the self-quarantine isolation. Preserve yourself for another day or hour when you can experience everything after it went sour. Fucking, you can't help but miss everyone. Miss out on the opportunities, the Tinder and OkCupid dates that look more copious and promising than ever. The people who I could know that I want to know. The ability to feel good from helping others. To make others annoyed, but simply recognize that I'm here, that I exist. To make the world one with me actively in it, relaxed, walking around, listening to tunes. Touch is a sensation touch is a sensation I crave that I can barely remember in a positive sense. I'm back to video games and the need to clean my apartment. I feel jobless and alone. I feel like I know I am doing better than the selfish and foolish, spreading it without awareness, think they can do just as they wish. I know that until this passes, I can't. I just know that it will pass. Okay, time for me to go on to older stuff, I suppose. So, I got a lot of older poems. A lot of older ones. So, I'm going to read some stuff. Most of my material is pretty adult when it comes to performance stuff, so some harsher words are definitely going to come out. But we'll see. This one I wrote to be entirely clean, and it is literally about a tabula rasa, a blank page. Is a blank canvas, is something I already contemplated more viciously. The vicissitudes of the now, nominally and differently situated. I can look at it for the paradigmatic, para-reality empty universe it reflects. I can see the myriad possibilities. Like I can't see the mass of photons beaming in my eyes, but I can see the light it depicts. The word flows from it. Letters can almost write themselves as long as I will it. It's the world of possibility between the noggin, reflected back, that forces the queries in the intersection of said melon. The notion of whether a God is our creation or creator belonging to said queries. Do I dress myself down or step my frame to a pedestal, being another? How does this reflection spread from the abyss, reflect back, being the final I will share? And thus I painted a white canvas white, contemplating my canvas while testing the structure of my brush and easel. Yep, that was more or less just a fun exercise I did way back on. This is what if Holden Caulfield went evil, or my take on what if Holden Caulfield went evil. An ode to the scratched graffiti on the transit police post at the train station on 53rd and 3rd. There is not much I will miss about the inside of that damn platform in the Lexington Avenue and 53rd Street station. That goddamn platform got crowded as hell, hot as a bastard, cold as a son of a bitch. The station was pretty damn annoying. The phonies are running around everywhere, got in my way, slowing me down. Whenever I ran for that goddamn pain-in-the-ass train, always either too late or too damn early, it drove me crazy. The best thing in that train station, the purest, scratched, scrawl graffiti, was the fuck you written on a security station. That fuck you stated everything that needed to be said to the station. The attendants deserve that fuck you. The phonies in their business suits deserve that fuck you. The tourists and partygoers deserve that fuck you. Hell, even the lousy innocent kids deserve that fuck you, because that fuck you is someone's truth. They're crying